In this session, you are going to study about the singular value decomposition, also known as SVD. So, in this, any matrix A can be factorized into U sigma V transpose, where U is n cross n unitary orthogonal matrix, so which consists of an eigenvectors of the product matrix A transpose in its column, and V is an n cross n unitary orthogonal matrix which consists of eigenvectors of the product matrix A transpose A in its column. And this sigma is a m cross n rectangular diagonal matrix, so which consists of a singular value small sigma as its diagonal element. So this small there are singular values uh, in the uh, in this sigma matrix, where R represents the rank of the matrix A, and this singular value small sigma is equals to the square root of the eigenvalue lambda. So which implies that the sigma square is equals to lambda. So thus any matrix, whether it may be a rectangular matrix or a square matrix, or a symmetric matrix or a non-symmetric matrix. So it can be factorized into an U sigma V transpose. So let us see some properties of this. So if we have the symmetric matrices, so any negative eigenvalues in this in capital lambda will become positive in the sigma. So you know the symmetric matrix can be decomposed into Q capital lambda into Q transpose. So where Q is an orthogonal matrix and lambda is a diagonal matrix which consists of an eigenvalues lambda as its diagonal element. So since this capital sigma is also in a diagonal element or is a diagonal matrix which consists of a small sigma as its diagonal element. So since we are having this small sigma square is equals to the lambda, so any negative eigenvalues that is lambda will be positive in this capital sigma. And for the positive definite matrices, we know that eigenvalues are positive, so therefore the sigma is equal to the capital lambda and U sigma V transpose is identical to that of n Q lambda into Q transpose. And second property says that the product A transpose A and A transpose of symmetric matrices. A matrix is said to be a symmetric matrix if the transpose of a matrix is equal to itself. That means if a matrix is equal to the transpose, if a transpose of a matrix is equal to itself, so then it is called as a symmetric matrix. That is, if A transpose, if we consider a matrix A, so the transpose of this matrix A is equals to A, then it is called as a symmetric matrix. So here we have the product matrix A transpose A. So is said to be a symmetric matrix if this A transpose of this product matrix A transpose A is equals to that of A transpose into A. So let us see the proof. So we have this product matrix A transpose A. So which is transpose, that is the transpose of this A transpose. Let us consider the transpose of this product matrix A transpose into A. So I can write this as, so the transpose can be is done in the reverse order. That is A transpose, and I can write this transpose of this A transpose as transpose of this A transpose. So this is equals to A. So therefore I can write this as A transpose into A. So thus you can see here the transpose of this product so is equals to the that product. So that is the transpose of A transpose A is equals to the A transpose into A. So hence it is a symmetric matrix. So similarly you can find for A into A transpose. So taking the transpose of this product, that is transpose of A transpose, so that is equals to, so we take the transpose in the reverse order. That is A transpose of transpose. That is transpose of this A transpose and this A transpose. So this I can write this as A. So A into A transpose. So thus, so this product matrix A transpose A and A transpose of symmetric matrix. And we have this eigenvectors of A transpose and A transpose of orthogonal vectors. So since this is symmetric matrices, obviously the eigenvectors of this A transpose, the product matrix A transpose A and A transpose of orthogonal vectors. And the fourth property says that U and V are orthogonal matrices. So where you know that the matrix U consists of an eigenvectors of the product matrix A and A transpose. So since this A transpose, the eigenvectors of this A transpose are orthogonal vectors, so U is also in an orthogonal matrix. And V is a matrix so which consists of an eigenvector in its column. It consists of an eigenvectors of A transpose A. So here the eigenvectors of A transpose A are orthogonal vectors. So hence V is also an orthogonal matrix. So therefore, so since U and V are orthogonal matrix, U transpose U equals to U transpose is equal to an identity matrix which is equals to 1, or U transpose is equals to U inverse. So similarly V transpose V is equals to an identity matrix. So the fifth property says that if all eigenvalues of A transpose A are positive, then A transpose A is positive definite matrix. So in a positive definite matrix, all the eigenvalues are positive. So if the eigenvalues of this A transpose A is positive, then we can say that A transpose A is in a positive definite matrix. And the matrix U is the matrix of eigenvectors of A transpose, and V is the matrix of eigenvectors of A transpose A. Let us prove this. So we have this A transpose. So we know that from SVD equation, so this A can be decomposed into U sigma V transpose. So taking the transpose of this A, so taking the transpose, we go from the reverse order. This is V transpose of this V transpose, so it is V. So next the sigma transpose, that is sigma transpose, and this U transpose, that is U transpose. So in this equation, so you can see here V transpose V. So since V is an orthogonal matrix, the product of this V transpose V is equals to an identity matrix. So therefore I can write this as U sigma T into UT. So here the sigma is in a diagonal matrix. So for the diagonal matrix, it is a symmetric matrix. So sigma is equals to the sigma t. So therefore, I can write this A transpose as equals to U sigma square into U transpose. So similarly, this A transpose A can be written as B sigma square into B transpose. So where sigma square will consist of an a singular values square of the singular value small sigma as its diagonal elements. Where this small sigma square is equal to the eigenvalue lambda. So whatever may be the lambda value, whether it may be a positive or negative, so always the eigenvalues, always the singular values in this capital sigma will always be a positive. So hence we can say that A transpose A and also this A transpose is a positive definite matrices. So if this lambda is equals to 0, so then this capital sigma consists of a value 0 in its diagonal elements. So then this A transpose A and A transpose can be said as a positive semi-definite matrices. So hence we can say that A transpose A is always a positive definite matrices. And we have the seventh property. So from equation 1, so that is SVD equation, so we have that matrix A can be decomposed as U sigma B transpose. So multiplying B at both sides of on the right side of both the equations, so we have A into B, so which is equals to U sigma B transpose into B. Now AV, so that is equals to U sigma. So since this V transpose B is an identity matrix, so which is equals to 1, so I can write this as AV equals to U into sigma. So therefore I can write this as A vector Vj equals to vector Uj into this sigma, uh, small sigma j. So therefore the unit eigenvector Uj is equals to A B j by this small sigma j. Now let us consider a problem. So they are given the matrix A, so which is 1 0 minus 1 1 1 1, that is 1 1 0 1 minus 1 1. So you need to compute A transpose A and A transpose, and also you need to find the eigenvalues and unit eigenvectors for this matrix A, and also you need to find the matrix U sigma V transpose, and you need to again you need to recover this matrix A using this three matrices. So they are given the matrix A. So write the transpose of this matrix A so that the rows becomes columns in the transpose. So that is uh, in the column in the matrix A. So yeah, in the column of matrix A we have 1 0 minus 1. So the A transpose in the row we have 1 0 minus 1. So similarly a 1 1 1. So in this row we have 1 1 1. So in the second column we have 1 1 1. So in the second row we have this 1 1 1. Taking the product of, we need to find A transpose, the product of A transpose into A. So taking this product A transpose into A, so we have the A transpose which is given here. So A is this. So multiplying this, so you get the product A transpose A as 2 0 0 2. So you know how to multiply the two matrices essentially. That is rows into columns. So we have 1 into 1 1 plus 0 into 0 plus minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So again, so the first row and the second column. So that is 1, 1 into 1 is 1 plus 0 into 1 is 0 and minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. So, yeah. So similarly, next taking the second row and the first column. So we have this and second row and the second column we have this. So therefore the product A transpose into A is equals to 2 0 0. So next you need to compute this A into A transpose. So we have this A and we have this A transpose is given. So multiplying the two matrices you get this values. Now we need to find the eigenvalues and unit eigenvectors of this matrix A, and also you need to recover this by using this three matrices. So let us find the eigenvalues for this A transpose A. So in the previous classes we have discussed how to find the eigenvalues of a matrix. So this is a product matrix. It is also a matrix. So first we consider the characteristic of polynomial. So it is made it is A transpose A minus lambda I equals to 0. So we have this A transpose A as 2 0 0 3. So by this we find the values of this eigenvalues. So that is we have the two eigenvalues. So that is lambda 1 equals to 3 and lambda 2 is equals to 2. So in this case, so you need to arrange the eigenvalues in the descending order. Okay. So the largest eigenvalues will be the lambda 1. So we know that singular value, a small sigma 1 is nothing but square root of this eigenvalue lambda 1. So which is equals to square root of 3, and this sigma 2 is equals to square root of lambda 2. Here the lambda 2 is equals to 2. So therefore sigma 2 is equals to square root of 2. So the capital sigma, which is in a diagonal matrix, so which consists of a singular value as its diagonal elements. So we have this sigma which is equals to root 2 in its diagonal elements. So we have the sigma is nothing but an n cross n matrix. Okay, so here you can see that A is a rectangular matrix with 3 rows and 2 columns. So here M is in a rectangular, therefore sigma is in a rectangular matrix with M cross N matrix, that is 3 cross 2 matrix. So the other elements are represented here by 0. So therefore the sigma is given by this matrix. Next we need to find the eigenvectors of this product matrix A transpose A. So we have the eigenvalues 3 and 2. 3 and 2. So we need to find the eigenvectors for this lambda 1 equals to 3, and we need to find the eigenvectors for this lambda 2 equals to 2. So you know how to find the eigenvectors for the given eigenvalues. So by this equation, so you can find the eigenvector. So for lambda 1 equals to 3, so we have this eigenvector v1 is equals to 0 1. So next we need to normalize this v1. So since it is in a unit vector, So you need to normalize this vector v1. So which is given by v1 equals to v1 divided by the length of this vector v1. So length of a vector is determined by taking the square root of the square of the horizontal and vertical points. Okay, so uh, that is which is equals to square root of 0 square plus 1 square. So that is equals to 1 by 1. So therefore v1 will be equals to 0 square. So similarly find the eigenvector v2 for the eigenvalue lambda 2 equals to 3. So this lambda 2 equals to 2. So lambda 2 equals to 2. Okay. So for lambda 2 equals to 2, so we have here this equation. So we have 2 minus, so we have this A transpose A is 2003. So A transpose A minus lambda 2 into it. Lambda 2 is here 2. Therefore, this 2 minus 2, 0, 0, 3 minus 2. Okay. So when you find the eigenvector for this lambda 2 equals to 2, so we have this eigenvector v2 is equals to 1, 0. Again, normalizing this vector, that is v2 divided by the length of this vector v2, so which is given by square root of 1 square plus this 0 square, so which is equals to 1. So we have this normalized vector v2 as 1, 0. So therefore the matrix vector v, so which is equals to v1 in the first column and v2 in the second column. So therefore I can write this v equals to, so v1 in the first column, v1 we have 0 1. So here we have this 0 1 and v2 we have this 1 0, so it is 1 0. So taking the transpose of this vector v, so we have v transpose is equals to, that is the column in this v becomes the rows in this uh, v transpose. So that is 0 1. We in the row we have this 0 1. So 1 0 in the second column. So in the second row we have this 1 0. Okay. So this is the transpose of v. Now we have this vector v and also this transpose of this vector v. Now we need to find the vector u. That is, you need to find the matrix u. So first we need to find the vector u1 u2 and u3. So u is nothing but an n cross n matrix. So therefore u in this problem, so u is in a 3 cross 3 matrix. So by using this unit vector formula, so unit vector formula, you can find the value of u1 and u2. So we have v1 and v2. So you can find u1 and v2. Okay. So you know that from a unit vector formula, you have uj equals to a into vj by sigma j. So therefore u1 equals to a into v1 by sigma 1. So that is equals to, so we have lambda 1 equals to 3. So sigma 1 is nothing but square root of lambda 1. So we have 1 by root 3 here. And we have the A matrix A 1 1 1 0 1 minus 1 1. And this V1, so we have obtained V1 as 0 1. So substituting this and performing the matrix multiplication, so we have this equation. So that's 1 by root 3 1 1 1 in the column. So similarly, you can find the vector u2. Okay. So similarly, you can find the vector u2. So now we need to find the vector u3. So we don't have this vector v3. So here the vector v is in a 2 cross 2 matrix. So hence we have only v1 and v2. So now in order to find the U3, so you know that U3 is an orthogonal vector. So therefore, is in a unit vector, is an orthogonal vector. U3 is an so U3 is orthogonal to U1 and U2. So therefore, I can write this as U1 transpose U3 is equals to 0 and U2 transpose U3 is equals to 0. So we have U1T. So taking the transpose of this, I can write this as 1 by root 3 1 1 1. And U3, I consider this U3 as alpha, beta and gamma. So alpha, beta and gamma. So now multiplying this matrix, so I have this alpha plus beta plus gamma divided by root 3 is equals to 0. Is equals to 0. That is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to 0. Similarly, so I have this, uh, that is the dot product of these two vectors are equals to 0. So that is U2 transpose U3 is equals to 0. So I have this U2 transpose 1 by root 2 1 0 minus 1. So and we have U3 as, we have taken U3 as alpha, beta, gamma. So that is equals to 0. So then multiplying these two matrix, I get this as 1 into alpha plus 0 into beta is 0 minus 1 into gamma is minus gamma, which is equals to 0. So therefore, alpha minus gamma is equals to 0. So from this equation, I can say that alpha is equals to gamma. So since alpha is equals to gamma, so I substitute in this equation alpha, that is gamma by this alpha. So it is alpha plus beta plus alpha, which is equals to 0. So for 2 alpha plus beta is equals to 0. So therefore I can write this beta as equals to minus 2 alpha. So if I consider this alpha as equals to k, so then since this gamma is equals to alpha, I can write this gamma as equals to k and this beta is equals to minus 2 alpha. So therefore I can write this beta as equals to minus 2 into k. So thus the vector U3 so is given by alpha, beta, gamma, which is equals to k. Beta is nothing but minus 2k and this gamma is equals to k. So which is equals to k of 1 minus 2 1 or U3 is given by 1 minus 2 1. So normalizing this vector U3, so the U3 equals to U3 divided by the length of this U3, so which is given by U3 divided by square root of 1 square plus minus 2 square plus 1 square, so which is given by 1 by root 6 into 1 minus 2 1. So thus the matrix U, so which consists of an eigenvectors of A transpose in its column, that is U1, U2, U3. So that is the matrix U can be written as, so U1 we are here, so that is nothing but 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3. So we have here U1 1 by root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 by root 2. Similarly, U2 has 1 by root 2, 0 minus 1 by root 2. And also we have obtained this root 3, so which is given by 1 by root 6 minus 2 by root 6 and 1 by root 6. So now we have obtained U and also we have obtained V3 and also the sigma. So now we have U sigma V transpose, so that is equals to, so U, which is in a 3 cross 3 matrix, and sigma is nothing but in a 3 cross 2 matrix, that is n cross n matrix, and V transpose is in a 2 cross 2 matrix. So we have obtained the three matrices and multiplying these matrices. So multiplying this mu into sigma, so we get this equation. We get this matrix. We get this matrix. That is row into this column. So that is 1 by root 3 into root 3. So that is equals to 1 plus this into 0 plus this into 0. That is how this equals to 1. So similarly, so this row and to this column. So that is 0 plus 1 by root 2 into root 2 is nothing but 1 plus 0. So that will be equals to 1. So it is equals to 1. So similarly, uh, multiplying the two matrices. So you get this matrices and again this matrix is multiplied with this matrix, that is 0, 1, 1, 0. So you get this matrix which is equals to 2. So thus the matrix A can be decomposed into three matrices, that is U, capital sigma and V transpose. So this is about the singular value decomposition. Thank you.